The 1960s were a turbulent time for LGBTQ+ Americans. They faced widespread discrimination and persecution. Gathering in bars offered a semblance of community and safety. Yet, even these havens were often under the control of a powerful and unlikely overseer, the Mafia. The Mafia, notorious for its illegal activities, saw a lucrative opportunity in exploiting the LGBTQ+ community's vulnerability. Gay bars were illegal in many states at the time. The Mafia stepped in to fill the void, operating these establishments without licenses and bribing corrupt officials to look the other way. This gave them a monopoly over a community desperate for social spaces. The Stonewall Inn, a Mafia-owned bar in New York City's Greenwich Village, became a focal point of this complex relationship. While offering a refuge for marginalized individuals, it also served as a stark reminder of the systemic challenges faced by the LGBTQ+ community. The Mafia's presence at the Stonewall Inn and other LGBTQ+ bars across the country set the stage for a volatile mix of desperation, resilience, and ultimately, rebellion. The question remains, was the Stonewall uprising a spontaneous eruption of anger and frustration? Or did the Mafia, with its history of manipulation and control, play a role in shaping the events of that fateful night? The Mafia's involvement in LGBTQ+ bars was not about fostering community, it was about profit. These establishments, operating outside the law, became cash cows for organized crime. The Mafia ruthlessly exploited the very people it pretended to serve. Patrons were often charged exorbitant prices for watered-down drinks. Blackmail was rampant, with threats of outing closeted individuals to employers, families, or the police. The Mafia's grip extended beyond finances, creating a climate of fear and dependence. Furthermore, the Mafia used these bars as fronts for other illegal activities, including gambling, prostitution, and drug trafficking. The LGBTQ+ community, already marginalized and ostracized, found themselves trapped in a system designed to exploit them. The Stonewall Inn was no exception. It became a microcosm of the Mafia's predatory practices. Drag queens, often the heart and soul of LGBTQ+ bars, faced a particularly complex relationship with their Mafia. While provided a stage and a sense of belonging, they were also subjected to exploitation and manipulation. The Mafia recognized the entertainment value of drag performances, using them to draw in crowds and increase profits. Yet they often denied these performers fair wages and subjected them to degrading treatment. The very art form that gave them a voice was commodified and controlled. Beyond the stage, drag queens were often pressured to engage in prostitution or act as informants for the Mafia. Their vulnerability, stemming from societal prejudice and lack of legal protection, made them easy targets for exploitation. The Mafia's control over their livelihoods created a system of dependence that was difficult to escape. The Mafia's control over LGBTQ+ bars was maintained through a combination of violence, intimidation, and corruption. They were not afraid to use force to silence dissent or eliminate competition. The 1960s saw numerous instances of Mafia-related violence in and around gay bars across the country. Beatings, disappearances, and even murders served as stark reminders of the consequences of defying the mob's authority. This reign of fear extended beyond the bars themselves. The Mafia's influence infiltrated local law enforcement and government officials. Bribes and threats ensured that authorities turned a blind eye to their illegal activities, further solidifying their control over the LGBTQ+ community. The atmosphere was one of oppression, leaving many feeling powerless to challenge the status quo.